What is going on, everybody? Hmm. Can you hear me? Is it connected? There we go. You guys hear me? I don't know if I'm talking through my headphones or what. Hello? Hello? Hi, everyone. Can Facebook hear me? Can Facebook hear me? Just mixing up some food for their dinner. Just got back. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. How's everyone going? Good. Everyone can hear me. Oh, wait till a few more people get in. Our normal 50 or 60, right? And 20 on YouTube. Well, let me first with my intro. You want to become a subscriber, member? All that information is on my page. If you're on Facebook and you're watching after the live stream, if there's men responding to comments, block them, ignore them. They're just romance scammers. Okay? We don't like romance scammers. Here we Coco. No romance scammers. Look at the trees, you guys. How pink they are. Beautiful. Now Coco's gonna get whiny. So don't respond to the scammers, you guys. Facebookers. 33 months. Elizabeth has been a frequent flyer for 33 months. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I'd all about ignore my YouTube, but I have my frequent flyers, so we gotta go live with them, right, Coco? Let's see, what do we got going on? First of all, everyone's okay. The only person who's not okay is Mama. Right, Coco? Mama had a bad day. So, I was like, normally when I go to cross the border and I bring my inventory over, I'm always got a little bit of anxiety with it, right? Like, oh, what if this? What if that? But today I was like so calm, cool. I was like, Danita, you've done this a million times. No reason to stress about it. You're good. You don't do anything wrong. Why worry? You're honest. You're this and you're that. Pumping myself up, right? So I'm totally fine. And no, I'm healthy. I'm totally fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Physically, I am fine. Don't worry, you guys. So anyway, so I go to the border. I'm totally like cool as a cucumber. Everything's just working out perfect, right? You know, I unpacked. No, I didn't. I loaded my parcels, right? You guys know that I import inventory myself, so I don't. So it's cheaper for my customers, for my things for wings business. So then I go to the border, and they're like, I have to fill out a form ahead of time, right? It's called a CARM, I don't know what it stands for. But you fill it out online and you put what you're bringing into the country for your business and you put each thing, pet food, toys. Then you got to put what country they're from, right? So, like, I always, put what country. I always do the list. I never say everything's from China or everything. I do, like, even if it's $10 and it's from the Philippines, I do it. And that means extra work, right? So, you have this form, you itemize, and you sign. I certify this statement is true, right? So everything's perfect. I go in, and they're like, we're going to look in your car. I'm like, fine. So I'm sitting there, and they're searching my vehicle, right? The Canadian Customs. And I'm like, and remember, these forms are very tedious, and I have to, when I wake up in the morning and I have to do one of those forms, I have to be like totally on point because they're so complicated. So, um, then I'm like sitting there, like going through my phone and everything, and they're still searching my car like 45 minutes later. And I'm like, I thought, wonder what's going on because I didn't do anything wrong, right? And they've got everything pulled out. All my inventory's on the ground in boxes and all spread out. And I'm like, oh gosh. Well, they're not going to find anything wrong because I didn't do anything wrong. I thought, okay, I got to get home to Izzy. I hope they're not going to take in much longer. And I have all these Easter parcels that were supposed to be picked up today, and the Canada Post comes at 3 p.m. So I had all these parcels. So I started getting stressed about Izzy being alone now and all these parcels. I hope I'm home in time for the postman. Anyways, so I go. She comes in after a long time of searching my car, and she asks me all these questions. First of all, on the form, I put the wrong place of import, which was, I was off by not one number, because when you put your place of import, it's by a number, 3015, 3016, 3017. I was at 3015, and I put 3017. And I'm not good with numbers, right? So that's normal. She goes, well, why did you put 3017 when you're at 3015? And I'm like, oh, that was a mistake, right? I didn't mean to do that. Total mistake. And then she goes into, you realize if you're certifying a document and you're signing that it's true, um, you're subject to fines starting at $2,000. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it was a mistake. And then she goes, why did you put export instead of import? And I'm like, oh, well, that was a mistake too. Because I was getting mixed up between export and import, right? My dyslexia thing was kicking in. And so I put the wrong, instead of import, I put export. She goes, that's wrong. And then she goes through all my stuff and she goes, well, we're missing these items. And I'm like, what? Well, they should be here. And she goes, that's because you didn't open the box. I'm like, okay. So, of course, those items were back ordered. That's why I didn't have them. But I declared them. So I did 3 things wrong. Wrong number for the state of import. Wrong term. I used import or export wrong. And I didn't check what I was bringing over. And then I had to do the forms over again. And I'm at this computer in the customs office. I'm already super frazzled, right? Like now I'm like, and I kept saying to her, I'm sorry, but I keep forgetting, like, is it import or export? And then she writes, I can't remember now, like, it's already gone. So I wrote down all the things I had to change, right? Because I had to go to the computer and do it all over again. Well, and then I'm, like, starting to cry because I'm frustrated at myself for being a dum-dum. I'm crying not for anything other than at myself because I'm stupid. And then it just got worse and worse. And I didn't get home till like half an hour ago. And then Izzy was home alone, right? She's never home alone. I'm always with her because she has a hard time on the floor. Because she slips, right? So I always have to make sure that she's got the bed and the blankets, and I get her all settled up before I go anywhere if I have to go out. So I had her all settled in on this blanket, but she decided she didn't want to be there, obviously, and she was stuck under the table, like stuck. She got herself all twisted up under the table, and she couldn't get up. So, and then I missed my parcel, so I have all these parcels that need to be that are going to be stuck for 4 days now. So, and I got a fine coming, starting at $2,000. $2,000. I mean, I messed up. I get it, but I'm still bummed out. Anyways, I called Brad crying, and he said, "Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal." And it really isn't a big deal. It's like it's not gonna like when I'm 80 on my deathbed, I'm not gonna be thinking about this. But I'm still bummed out. Still bummed out. It was stupid of me. So I can the fine starts at $2,000. It can go up to like 6, 8, depends on what they want to fine me. That's a lot of money. My dumb little business. Anyways, I'm bummed out. You would have been crying and shaking. Well, I was. And then it just made it worse. You know, when you start finally start getting tearful. And I was like, whoa, and I'm at this stupid computer, and I can't, and I gotta enter my passwords. You know, when you have to enter your banking passwords, you'll never remember them. So I had to keep trying to figure out what my passwords were, and oh, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can appeal it. Maybe I can tell them. But I said, and then I'm still getting mixed up because it was the Canadian border, right? And I'm still getting mixed up. I'm like, is this not going to affect me going into the States? Of course, it's not affecting me going to the States. I'm going into Canada. So it's so stupid to even say that. It's because I'm still mixed up. So there we go. Anyways, that was that. That was my day. Izzy had a day. Izzy's day sucked. My day sucked. My customer's day sucked. And Jen's is coming tomorrow, so I have to just focus on that. I'm. I just get mixed up. I know I'm not dumb. I get mad at myself because I can't think straight sometimes. I f up. And then she's like, and then I said, well, I've never had to open my boxes before. She goes, well, don't tell me that, because that's like, who knows what you could have been bringing in? You would have been in. You might have bigger fines. And I'm like, what? So I'm saying even stupider things. Who knows? She's young. She doesn't know what it's like to get older. I know. I wasn't even doing anything really bad. Like I don't do anything bad. Like I wasn't trying to bring things in that I wasn't scamming. Like I come in, I declare every single thing I have. I even declared these dumb shirts that was sent to me as a promo pack. I declare every single thing in my parcels. I don't lie. If I bought personal stuff, I declare it. I don't every item that I bring in, I declare what country it's from. Yeah, and I also got mixed up between Philippines and Indonesia. The purses were made in Indonesia, but I put Philippines not because I was lying, but because I got mixed up. I forgot. Well, I got switched up between Indonesia and Philippines, and then so that was another thing I did. But it's not like I had to pay more to have that come in. You know what I mean? It was just technical. Like if I bring it in from Malaysia, I bring it in Indonesia, I bring it in from China, I bring it in from anywhere. It's all the same. So by me mixing up where it's from doesn't necessarily mean like that's all it is. It's just a technicality mix up. But I understand why they have to be strict. Anyways, that was dumb. So we'll see what kind of fine I get. Ah, thanks, Therese. Newman's diazepam, good. He's low. I'm gonna take his diazepam. No, I won't. I would never do that. It's not even anything for a human. I was nervous, and I wasn't even scared. Well, I was just digging myself a hole over and over and over and over again. No, it wasn't. It has nothing to do with American. It was all Canadian. American people are always so nice. They're always like, "Oh, hey, you can do. Here's a shortcut. Here's a form. If you do it enough times, you'll get a discount." You know, da 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 da. I understand they have because one guy was what the Canadians were really on fire today. One guy was getting arrested. I don't know what he brought in to Canada. Like they were like reading him his rights and everything. Do you want to get a lawyer? I don't know what he brought in. Anyways, that's it. Don't feel bad. It's just dumb. I know I'm the least of their worries, but it was dumb. I'd rather run over 10 fences than that. Yeah, you're right, Penny. I gotta double check and triple check. The thing was, it was a new company I ordered from, so I wasn't used to what they're sending me and how they send it. Uh, and it was like, they have these like show specials, like, when there's a trade show and different companies want your business, they have these show specials. And I ordered these show specials. I never ordered from them before. So it was the first time I used their kind of invoice and they have packing slips and whatever. It was dumb. I have 100. No, 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 no. It has nothing to do. It was all me. It was all me. She was just doing her job. Well, okay, so these are the things I did. I declared wrong country. I declared items coming in that weren't coming in. I didn't open the boxes. And I put the wrong place I mixed up export and import, and I put the wrong place. of import, export. So there's 5 things I did wrong. It has nothing to do with the trade war. It has everything to do with the uh, Canada streamlining their import, their commercial import thing. I don't know. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of you'd be arrested for is bringing in, you know what? Not UNs, but he must have really brought stuff in. No, I think they probably charge everyone bringing something in. No, she was not. She was good. She was really good. She was a nice girl and just doing her job. I mean, like maybe one mistake she'd let me go, but not. How many did I say? 5 mistakes? And then poor Izzy, my parcels. Um, no, they don't help. They don't help anyone. Um, yeah, probably Penny. I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on around me. I was just like, oh la la la, I do nothing wrong. I'm honest, painfully honest. Yeah, I'll do better next time, Anne. That's all it is. I guess like worse things could have happened. No, not worse things could have happened. Well, yeah, worse things could happen in life, but I was like, why are they taking so long? Did someone put POT in my car? And I'm like, no, I can't think of anyone that would do that. It's only me and Brad driving. Everything will be fine. I'll let you know what my fine is and how I get out of it. See if I can get out of it. Tomorrow will be better. Jens is coming. The babies are coming. Oh, really, Palma? He had a cyst in his back, a thing that cuts grass and weeds, and they wouldn't let him in. Was that the first time? Yes, very first time, and I've been doing it for years and years and years. It's a beautiful day here, Eileen. Let's see. We're gonna do the Easter egg hunt, and we're gonna make Jello. We're gonna make cupcakes. Hopefully the weather's nice. We can go for walks. Jen's already reserved a spot at her favorite restaurant. Jensa isn't making me go shopping with her that I'm aware of. What else? What else are we doing? The kids are pretty busy. You know what I mean? I am excited. Yeah, I probably have a scarlet letter on. Whatever. I'll do it right next time. I'll triple, double, 500 check. No, don't you dare, Burblub. I'm fine. You're doing Easter egg hunt with your kids? Kathy has a late pass. Do you have a letter from your doctor? Because you haven't been here. You called in sick. Well, the fines start at 2,000. Like, what the heck? I should Google that. I don't want to know. I'll just deal with it. Yeah, Lennon and the baby. The baby's apparently really active, so we got to make sure everything's perfect. You got a letter from Gina's doctor. Okay. Yeah, I'll learn from it. Well, definitely. I'm gonna look up. I'll have to look up export and import every time I do it, so I don't f up. Mix those up. Oh, you're going to a high school football field and then scattering the eggs all over for them to catch. No, the government mails me a fine. They'll read the report from the customs got person and then read the report. Yeah, she said I'll get a letter from the government saying how much I owe. I thought Kathy stayed there. I thought you and Kathy lived in the same house, Gina. Everything's fine. I'm alive. It's just first world dumb knee problems. They did tell me they're gonna find me. They just don't know how much. It starts at 2,000. Oh, okay. You do live in the same house. Okay. I don't know how long. I've never had a fine before. Maybe, Lisa. Depends on what the officer said, because it's this whole computer system and all that. Well, I'll just be honest. I got mixed up. That's it. I get dyslexic. I get mixed up with letters and stuff like that. My brain doesn't work like a normal person's brain, so I get mixed up so easy. I'll just tell her the truth. That's all it is. No, Robert, they're not. I can paint buttons, maybe, Marcia. Has anyone ever had a $2,000 fine before? Oh, okay, I see, Gina. You're in the real YouTube medical, and Kathy isn't. Right, import, bring in. For anything. Who else? Yeah, Brad was cleaning the car, and I was like, is there something he put in there that I don't know about? Well, I was all excited about all the new merchandise, so now it's gonna have bad juju attached to it. I will. I will, Kathleen. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Coco's tired though. I don't know why she's tired. Were you yelling the whole time I was gone or what? She just ate, so she's probably tired from that. What's been going on with you guys? Do you have a holiday tomorrow? Smart, Kimberly. Good memory trick. Oh, you guys, I got to do that fundraiser for Rosie, too. Rosie the macaw. I have a video. I wonder if it's on my computer. Rosie from the nest needs a CT scan. The doctor thinks she might have kidney tumors on her kidneys, and they asked me if I could help fundraise for Rosie. She's been living at the vet clinic for 2 months, and her husband's back at the nest, so she hasn't been able to go home to him, her mate. So I'm gonna set that up this weekend. So if you guys want to help out, I'd really appreciate it. Help out Rosie. Rosie's beautiful. She's like 50. I don't know if I have it on my computer. Do phone pictures save to your computer? I'm gonna look. I want to go see. Let's see. I already said I'd pay for it. I already counted on you guys. I already said, yeah, we can do it. Just put it on my credit card. I'll figure it out. Hold on. I'm going to see if it's on my computer so you guys can see. No, you're not going to escape, Missy. And then I'll show you what Coco got in the mail. You guys will think it's so funny. Okay, you guys, wait till you see this. Okay, let me just connect my Bluetooth. Okay, let's put it over here. So this is who needs a CT scan from the nest. She is a nest resident. The doctor can't find out what's wrong with her, and she's not doing good. And she's old. Her name is Rosie. Look. You guys, I know you guys will come through for. So this is Rosie, right? Where's Rosie from? Huh? Yeah, you.
She's from the nest. and she has what we are worried about is a kidney mass. And so she needs a CT scan badly so that we can find out how to treat her. She seems to be like stable, but she also is not doing as well as she should be in order to go back to the nest.
Okay, so they're worried. So what does she need?
She needs a CT scan at CanWest.
A CT scan, right? That's good. And you've been here for 2 months?
No, she's been here, yeah, probably almost 2 months now.
Away from her partner.
Husband, yeah, she has a partner, Mr. Cyrus.
So she's been here 2 months. Her husband's back at the nest, and she wants to get better to go home, right?
And they've been doing video calling, and they get mad at each other over video.
So you call your husband on video? Is he still being bad, or you what? Huh? You tell him off on the phone? Aw, sweetie, we'll see what we can do, okay? Make you feel a little bit better? Good girl. Aw, isn't she cute? What a good girl she is. You know, that's the thing. That is an older macaw. And those darn breeders that sell macaws and, you know, look how beautiful these beautiful birds are. They don't show the reality of what this bird lived through in her 50 years or whatever. You know what I mean? This is where those macaws end up. Wrecked. Anyways, that's Rosie. So I'll set that up. What do you guys think? They had a new sighting of Kiki? Are you kidding? For sure? Coco's okay. She's just pretty. So she's got to rest for all her beautiful. The other bird is doing really well. I think I remember do you remember what was wrong? He had heart. He's on meds. He's back at the nest. It wasn't Oakley, it was Buckley, right? Remember? Well, that macaw would have been free. Right, Kiwi? You would have had a good time if you were flying around, wouldn't you? Huh? You'd chase the boys. I know you would. She's one of those. So would Coco. Coco would be chasing those boys. Wouldn't you, Coco? Yeah, she's gonna. When the babies come, she's gonna be so upset. Oh my gosh, the house is gonna be just chaos. Like Jensa is a big personality, like Brad. You know, they're like a herd of buffalo, just the one. And she's bringing her whole herd of buffalo. Her boyfriend's really nice. He's quiet and sits there. But those other 3 girls, my goodness. Hey, is this Headstones and Headlines? Thanks for joining us. She's from the true crime community that I follow. Well, yeah, she has a true crime channel, and she covers cases that don't really have a lot of coverage. So if you can, I don't think you can put your link in your channel in my chat. I think someone else has to do it. Maybe one of my mods. But these are my birdies. This is the star. She's a disaster. This is the bird that thinks she's a star. This is the bird that's not a bird. She's just a person in feathers. And this is, where's Izzy? My senior doggy. Having a rough day. The story of the birds swearing too much. Yeah, they were like the African Greys. So funny. Well, they picked up, then they had to be removed. The African greys that swore had to be removed from the public because they were swearing at the people, and all the other birds were learning to swear. There's Rue. She always looks like she just swallowed a mouse. And there's baby Oakley. He's a senior. He's my guy. He's got arthritis. He just loves cuddles. I don't know why he lays down when I'm live now. He never used to. He used to bop around. And what else does he do? Oakley? Why don't I see you, Oakley? Oh, there you are. He's my newest, right? He is so cute. He's just the cutest guy in town. Oakley, he's a red Sunny macaw. And there's Newman. He loves to look. He loves to watch cars. Right? It's rush hour. You should be at the front. Are you watching pedestrians today? Huh? Yeah, Oakley, when my daughter was here, he was at her feet the whole time. That's his tattle line. He calls the tattle line all the time. Tells on everybody. Coco's are a little sickly. I think she's fine though. I think she's just tired. She's just tired. Yeah, the pinks are really coming. Probably by Sunday, if it's sunny today and tomorrow, and a wind comes up on Sunday, the whole street will be pink. That's my favorite part of cherry blossoms when Zeb had 3 birds pass away in the last month. From what? Yeah, that was a funny story. That's what I want to have, like a bird stream where I stream with from my streaming setup, and I'm gonna have Lucky Lou Coco Too in the behind and in lights, and we're gonna talk birds and have call-ins on show. I had my song. Remember I told you about my song, my Coco song? I had it all AI wrote it for me, and I wanted it to be kind of like a rap song. And Coco was the chorus, you know, talking about how great Coco is, and then each verse was each bird, and then, but in rap, right? And that was going to be my intro song. But every time AI sent me the song, I couldn't open it. And it went on for 36 hours. I finally gave up. Do you guys have cherry blossoms out? You guys have cherry blossoms out? Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. You should see what Anthony's done with his dog, you guys. He does every holiday. Anthony, are you listening? Every holiday he decorates for his dogs, and he has a special room. It's his spare bedroom, and he decorates it all up for Easter. And the dogs have all these presents on Easter morning in the room, and they know it's a special holiday because he keeps the door closed, and he decorates it all up for his dogs. And then Easter morning, when he he opens the door, they go in there, and they're excited about all their toys and all their treats and everything. They're just like, he spoils them something terrible. The ones that are in D.C., Washington, D.C., are mostly gone. You don't have your cherry blossoms yet, Kathy? Where are you? Oh no, Marcia, that sounds terrible. One, but one's still waiting for a full necropsy, but it looks like bone cancer. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Thank you, Suzanne. No pink where Beth is. Yeah, he does love his dogs. He's really good to his dogs too. Michigan. Oh yeah, I heard it's cold over there. Are you waking up? Are you waking up, pretty? Is Anthony in chat? No. Irvine, California. The backyard has pansies and violas and cactus flower. Wouldn't you have more flowers by now? Anyone in Arizona? She looks like she has buttons on her chest and belly. Have you seen her play with buttons? She's the cutest thing. You haven't seen her play with her buttons? You need to show everyone how you play with buttons? Hey, don't be rude. Here. That's how she. That's not how you play with them. You're showing off. It'll be. What is it? 2 years ago, she swallowed a stick. And if you're new here, you don't know the story. She swallowed a stick, and the doctor had to cut. It was lodged in her bowel. The doctor had to cut open her stomach, cut open her bowel, and remove the stick, and she survived. Like, she was already so sick before the surgery, and it was either have her put to sleep or do the surgery. Both weren't good. Both weren't good prognosis. And I said, well, we'll do the surgery. I'm not putting her to sleep. We'll give it a shot. And she was able to go right in there and cut open her tummy, right? Cut open her tummy. And she was so lucky. Oh my gosh, we were all praying for her. Remember, you guys? And every day after the surgery, because her bowel, the tissue in her bowel wasn't. The tissue in her bowel wasn't healthy tissue, so for it to not leak and get sepsis is just honestly a miracle. And it was around this time 2 or 3 years ago. And the recovery was brutal too, because every day it could have been, she could have been gone for like what, 2 or 3 weeks after. Yeah, all the prayers. Yes, we all prayed so hard. And I remember thinking, doctor, because it happened, she did the surgery at midnight or something. I remember thinking, okay, doctor, you take care of her little body, and I'll take care of her. I'll hold her little spirit in my heart. So I just sat there imagining her spirit sitting with me, and I think that's how she pulled through. Everyone was praying for her, remember? Oh my gosh, it was a scary time. And then Izzy, I don't know what the heck's going on with her. She's not doing very good. She doesn't like her favorite treats anymore. Her liver treats. So I don't know what that means. Right, Iz? You were awake half the night looking for updates. Yeah, I updated you guys right when. You don't like your liver treats anymore. Huh? We gave her some Smokies last night. She didn't like chicken stew. We gave her chicken stew yesterday morning. She liked it. Then last night she didn't like chicken stew. Then we gave her some Smokies. She liked that. And then we gave her canned ham. She liked that. But she won't eat anything hard anymore. I think, did you take that off? You did. No. So this is where she was stuck when I was gone. She got all wrapped up in those chair things. We should probably get a mat for under there. Do you want a mat? Under the table? We'll get one at Costco tomorrow. Do you guys have a holiday tomorrow? It's a statutory holiday here tomorrow and statutory holiday on Monday. I asked that before, but I didn't see the answer. Oh. Yeah, you guys all stuck around. It was a rough time for us. And Izzy's days are getting there too. No holiday, but you guys have a 4-day weekend, but it's not paid. Just Sunday. So, okay. So you guys have to work tomorrow, or do you get paid? Yeah, I don't know how long she was stuck. But she was really, I practically had to carry her outside because her legs were all seized up. I don't know why she goes where there's no mat. You need a bionic arm, Marcia? Okay, so you're off. Okay, that's good. Schools are off. You've had the entire week off? Nice. You work tomorrow. You guys work. Some people work and some people don't. Thank you, Roxanne. That's really nice. I don't even know. My daughter's all grown up now, so I never know when spring break is. Are you chewing my shirt? You are. Don't you chew that. So I don't wear good clothes when you're around. I dressed up today in my best sweatshirt. You're chewing it. Yeah, that's Sid throwing kisses. Did you do anything fun for spring break? You gave yourself a bath today? Oh my goodness, Sid. I was wondering why you look so sparkly today. Huh? I'm like, wow, that Sid is so sparkly. What's different? What's different with Sid? Are you gonna come out? She has arthritis, so she's a little slow. That's why she has a bed. Don't poop in your water. People don't like that. Look what you've been up to. What a mess. She's mad because I got Coco. Just relaxed. Spring cleaning. Dance. You want to dance with Sid, Coco? Here. Let's see. Don't be mean to Coco. Skimmity dinky dink, skimmity doo. I love Sid. Skimmity dinky dink. You don't want her stealing your attention, do you? Sid's got lots of fans. See how perfect her tail is? Coco, are you jealous of that red tail? I think so. Who wouldn't be? She's got a perfect red tail. She actually is in, for an African gray, she's in amazing shape. Aren't you, sweetie? She's my only bird that's really had a charmed life. She just got, her leg is fused. What she does is she's so smart. For a little bird, a little tiny stuffed bird, she rolls the blankets around and kind of takes the pressure off parts of her body that that make her more comfortable. She can't reach around to preen her wings or her back or her tail, so I have to help her. Every night I help her out, right? I help you preen your back because you got no boyfriend, right? Let's check on everyone else before we go. Imagine Coco with a red tail. I was like thinking, imagine guys, if Coco flew, what a rascal she'd be. Imagine she was flying at everyone. She'd be flying to Newman and Brad. Good night, everybody. Right? Good night, honey. Good night, Oakley. I'm gonna go try and go live with the girls this weekend. So I'm not gonna be on a regular schedule because my granddaughters will be here, and you know they're a lot. They're gonna make jello. Never had jello before. So everyone have a great Easter. Make sure you put your alerts on or whatever, and then you can come and visit with the kids. So you guys, thanks for joining. Hope everything's fantastic. Make sure you eat treats. And don't cross the border unless you fill out the forms right, okay? Learn from me. Good night, everybody. Thank you.